MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12 is proudly brought to you by Panamax, Pepsi P&G, Telecom, Daytag, ITI, Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residences, and Trends Beauty International. Good night, PNG, and welcome to MTV's Vocal Fusion. We're coming to you from the Cosmopolitan, all thanks to our host, venue sponsor for Season 12, Pepsi PNG. Now, folks, last week our contestants were challenged to take on the theme Symphonic Rock, and what a show they put on. Now, tonight, dialing things down a notch or two, our remaining contestants get to jazz it up to the theme Jazz. Folks, without further ado, let's meet our stars of the evening. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage Anthony Hoffa, Judith White, Posa Malara Jr, Christopher Sam, Alan Moola, Michael Mickeys from Medang, Raga Kora, and Helen Henny. Ladies and gentlemen, our stars of the evening. Please give them another big round of applause. Now also welcoming to the show tonight our Fantastic Four on the judges panel, starting with Digby Holiong. How are you feeling this evening?
I'm good and looking forward for tonight.
Awesome. And also serving as our judge for season 12, Lavina Williams. As briefly as possible, what can we expect from tonight's show?
You can expect a lot from tonight. We've worked very, very hard this week, so I can't wait for PNG to hear what we've been cooking up. Good luck.
Thank you, Coach. And of course, the man himself, Nate Nakikus, you ready to be blown away tonight?
Yeah, bro, I can't wait for the show, and I'm excited to see what they have in store for us tonight, yeah.
Thank you, Nate. And of course, last but not the least, Trish Miria, what do you hope to expect from tonight's performances?
I'm ready to get blown away. And that's all.
All right, folks, now voting lines for the top 8 have closed and all scores are being tallied. We are just 8 performances away from revealing our top 7 as one of these amazing talents standing up here on stage will be leaving the competition at the end of the show, and that would be the one with the lowest percentage score. All right, folks, let's send our contestants backstage to get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big round of applause as they make their way off stage. Now, before we do get the show on the road, the show would not be possible if it weren't for the support of our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, a big word of thanks to our sponsors for Vocal Fusion Season 12, Pepsi P&G, our host venue sponsor, Panamax, Telecom, Daytag, and ITI. Also to our production partners, Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residences, our accommodation partner, and Trends Beauty International for the contestants' hair and makeup. Thank you all once again for being a part of this journey with us. Now, folks, all voting lines will open at the end of the show, so if you'd like to see your favorite contestant through to the next round, be sure to jump onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page, click on the voting link to cast your vote, or you can SMS your contestant's short code through to 7650-0000, and remember, voting lines close on Wednesday at 4 p.m. All right, let's get the ball rolling and get the show on the road, shall we? First up, taking on a jazz classic by Engelbert Humperdinck. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to the stage Anthony Hoffa singing Quando, Quando, Quando.
What's goody, fam? My name's Anthony Hoffa. This week's theme is jazz. And to be honest, the pros of jazz, like it kind of boosts your mind power as well. Like it sparks creativity in you. It's also very nice to listen to, but The cons, I would say jazz doesn't like you. But for the cons for jazz, I would say that probably jazz is a bit complex as well. So like there's certain chords in jazz that like it can be very challenging to find the right tone to go with the exact chord. So that's one of the struggles with jazz. I wouldn't say just myself, but for most of us, it's challenging, and it's a really good challenge for us. Also, guys, please don't forget to vote for me. Send your votes via SMS. Text Tony to the number 76500000 to see me through to the next round. Peace.
Tell me, when will you be mine? Tell me cuando we can share a love divine. Please don't make me wait again. Every moment today,
every moment today,
every day seems a lifetime.
every day seems like a lifetime.
Let me show you the way.
Let me show you the way
to a joy beyond compare. I can wait a moment more. Tell me cuando say it's me that you adore. And then, darling, tell me when. Oh, my darling, tell me
Anthony Hoffa, ladies and gentlemen. Nicely done, Anthony. All right, before we do head over to the judges panel, would you mind sharing with us how you're finding the jazz genre?
Well, jazz is pretty complex for most of us. What was really challenging for me was I had the worst week. I had the biggest cough all week, so like it was really challenging for me, especially like hitting those notes. But yeah, jazz was lovely. I love jazz, to be honest.
Thank you, Anthony. All right, we're going to head over to our Fantastic Four on the panel, find out their thoughts on your performance. And we'll start off with Digby.
Anthony, I got a skin grass bloom snap 1-1-1-1. To make it worse, that's my favorite song. And you did Bublé on us. So I take my hat off. Well, I got no hat today. But Thank you for a job well done. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Digby. We'll head over to you, Trish.
Anthony, what a way to kickstart the show. That was very classic, very smooth. You know, you, Jazz, did it there on stage. Well done, and I can't wait to see your next performance.
Thank you, Trish. Over to you, Nate. Your thoughts?
Hey, Anthony, like last week I said, you are a risk taker. And you went up there tonight, you showed that you were not afraid of it, you know. And you said you had a pretty rough time this week at rehearsals and coaching, eh? But tonight it shows your hard work and stuff, and you're willing to put on work, Whatever coaches getting ready week by week, you're ready to solo. smash him to Solan. And for me, it was nice, smooth. I really enjoyed it. Such delicate music and nice props with the band and Billy there was so nice, and I really loved it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nathan. Finally, Coach.
Yeah, Tons, it was like a breath of fresh air. You starting up there, nice. I love the white suit. It so fits the genre. You really did embrace jazz. I know it is a very complex genre to be a part of, and you don't listen to that type of music. But for you to embrace it, and yeah, of course you were under the weather, but still, you really did deliver tonight. I'm really, really proud of what you've done. And also, there was a few notes that I gave you, I think it was last week or the week before, was just to let the music breathe and just for you to go with it. And you did that tonight. You let it breathe and you would just, wasn't it beautiful? It was just like a walk in the park. It was so beautiful. Well done, man. Well done.
Thank you, judges. Now, folks, if you'd like to see Anthony through to the next round, simply type Tony, T-O-N-Y, and send through to 765-00000. You can also jump onto our Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Anthony, once again, pardon me, well done to you. All right, folks, we're going to take our first breather right here. You're watching MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12, the Top 7. Good night, PNG. Welcome back. You're watching MTV's Vocal Fusion. We'd like to acknowledge Pepsi PNG for being MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12 host venue sponsor. Hi, folks. One of only 2 females left in the competition is up next. Now, she has chosen a well-renowned 1950s classic jazz song, a cover by Peggy Lee, singing Fever. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Judith White.
Hi, I'm Judith White. This week's genre is jazz, and the pros and cons, crazy. The pros for jazz is the emotional depth in it and how we express ourselves in our performance, which is kind of challenging. And the cons within it is the harmonies. That's what I find pretty challenging. And I'm pretty eager to perform the song that I'm singing. I hope you like it. And if you do like it, please vote for me. You can text Judy to 76500000 or go to the Vocal Fusion page on Facebook and click on the link and vote for your girl.
Never know how much I love you. I never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, a fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. That is something you won't know. Fever isn't such a new thing. Fever started long ago. Romeo loved Juliet, and Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. They give you fever. Fever, I'm a fire. Fever, yeah, I burn for soon. Now you listen to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Chicks were born to give you fever. They Fahrenheit centigrade. They give you fever. When they kiss you, a fever if you live alone.
Judith White, ladies and gentlemen. Nicely done, Judith. All right, Judith, before we do head over to the panel, how are you feeling? Your thoughts on the jazz genre?
OMG, jazz sounds easy, but man, it's complicated. Sounds smooth, but I cried in front of Coach and I said, oh no, it's just cold and flu tears coming down. She believed me, but man, it's tough, yeah.
Thank you, Judy. Over to our Fantastic Four on the panel. Find out the thoughts. Let's start off with you, Trish.
Judith, you look amazing tonight. I really enjoyed your performance. You're bubbly and you're creative. You're sweet, but yet fierce in a good way, in a most creative way. That's from me to you. You're amazing. You should do more jazz because Lewa, amazing. I love your voice. I love the smooth ending. You did not have to struggle to end the song. Know what I mean? But you ended the song so smoothly, and that's what jazz is all about. Thank you.
Thank you, Trish. Nate?
Hey, Judith. Man, you look the part. It's good to see something different from you up on stage tonight. You brought a little attitude with you, little sexiness up there. Sorry, forgive me. But hey, that's what it is. That's how an entertainer it is. You come on top of stage, you have to really present the song how it is, and you did it tonight. For me, it was 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and job well done to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nate. Coach.
You make me so proud to be a woman. You got such woman power up there, and the confidence is so radiant on you tonight. You embraced everything that jazz needs, especially for a woman, you know. I'm excited for your journey as an artist, period. This week, I knew you were lying. I knew you were lying. I knew you were crying because you were nervous about the genre. But we made it, and look at what you did. Plus choreography. You've never done choreography before. Or chairography. Hello, yes, girlfriend. You did the whole thing with so much ease. That's the thing that makes you stand out from the rest. Keep on going, girl. Well done.
Thank you, Coach. And finally, Big B.
Judith, you give me fever. This is my wife's ringtone. Seriously. Judith, this was flawless, honest, flawless. Yeah. I couldn't find a little gap in there, nothing. It was perfect. Yeah. And it's like you didn't struggle at all. And I think you listened to the coach and you did your job and you laid it flat. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, judges. Now, folks, if you'd like to see Judy through to the next round, simply type Judy, Judy, and send through to 765-00000. You can also jump onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Judith, well done once again. We'll let you join your friends backstage. Round of applause, please, folks. All right, moving things right along. Up next, taking on an Eva Cassidy jazz rendition of a song published in the 1900s. This is Posa Malara Jr. singing Wade in the Water.
What's up, fam? I'm Posa Malara Jr. and you're watching Vocal Fusion Season 12. This week's theme, or the genre that we're gonna sing, is jazz. Jazz is not something that I like. It's kind of moody, it's kind of off, you know, because all of the song that I sing, or song that I used to sing, is 4/4s in a bar, 4 beats in a bar. But jazz is a bit to a tempo, and sometimes it's off beat to a tempo, so it's really challenging for me. Past weeks I've been singing those songs. It's really good. It's just 4/4s in a bar, but like I said, for jazz it's not my taste. It's really hard. But I've been praying really hard. I've been trying my best to get this, and I know I got this. This is a competition, and I know I'm here to compete and challenge myself as well. And don't forget to vote me. POSA Posa 176500000.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Who's that young girl dressed in red? Wade in the water. Must be the children that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Who's that young girl dressed in white? Wade in the water. You don't believe I've been revealed. Wade. You said the Holy Ghost looking for me, and God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade, gonna trouble the water.
Posa Malara Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Nicely done, Posa. All right, Posa, how are you feeling? What are your thoughts on the jazz genre?
To be honest, jazz is really tough because all of the music that I've sang is 4/4s in a bar, 4 beats in a bar. But jazz is something that is up tempo or sometimes a tempo to a beat, so it's really tough. But yeah, I've been praying really hard to kill this show, and I don't know, but maybe I did. Thank you.
Thank you, Posa. Over to our Fantastic Four on the judges panel. Let's start off with Nate. Your thoughts on the performance?
Hey, Posa, man, I love your confidence up there. And to be honest, for me, I thought you did real good. And for to you perform jazz like that, it was, for me, it was like flawless. Huh? You come on top, and it shows that you prepared for it. Huh? I know we've been hard on you the last how many shows, and tonight starting to see you, awesome. You put him up, walk blue gonchera, and I'm excited to see. I'm honestly I'm out of. I'm talking something, man. And see you dance up there, and you connected well with the band, and it was a nice song choice for you, and you did your runs, not too much, just nice, clean, and your diction. We speak at the kind clarity long. Every time you're on the speaker, we could just hear every word you sing, you know, and that's something good about you. So tonight was awesome. Job well done to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nate. Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, you know what? You're breaking the box. You're breaking the mold that you were in a few weeks ago. And even like what I said last week, it's about versatility. You gave us something new last week, and now today it's you've just thrown everything out in the water. Yeah, and you know what? The syncopated rhythm with jazz, you've just embraced it like you've been singing jazz for ages, man. Seriously. It was so smooth. It was just like nothing at all. Like you just wake up and you sing it. That's how natural it sounded for you up there for me listening. I love what you're doing, and I love the trajectory that you're on right now, man. Seriously, you're a contender. Welcome. It's amazing. Well done.
Thank you, Coach. Big B.
You know, every week people ask me, how's vocal fusion? And I tell them it's getting easier. Because you guys are getting better and better and better. And tonight, you done a job, really good job of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Digby. We'll head back over to Trish.
Hey, Posa, I really admire how you keep your face straight, even when you're hitting those high notes. You've got so much power and soul in your voice. And, you know, jazz it's a complex genre. It comes with complicated chord progressions and offbeat for every time in between. But I love the runs in between. You didn't have to do a lot. And that was what stood out for me. You're amazing, and keep doing what you love doing because you're doing the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Trish. Thank you, judges. All right, folks, if you'd like to see Posa through to the next round, simply type Posa, P-O-S-A, and send through to 765-00000. You can also jump onto our Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your votes. Remember, voting lines open at the end of the show. Thank you, Posa, for that wonderful performance. Best of luck to you. Folks, we're going to take a pit stop right here. Stay with us as we return with our next two contestants. We'll see you soon. Good night, PNG. Welcome back. You're watching MTV's Vocal Fusion. We'd like to acknowledge Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residences for being our accommodation partner for Vocal Fusion Season 12. Hi, folks. Introducing our next contestant, Christopher Sam. He has chosen to take on a jazz number by Bill Withers titled Just the Two of Us.
Hi, my name is Christopher Sam. This week's theme is jazz, which is difficult and lovely at the same time, I'd say. To be honest, I'm having a lot of sleepless nights because of jazz. I'm really finding it hard to express the genre. It's a bit difficult, but with the help of a few people, I'd say, working behind the scene with me, especially Coach Lavina, helping me through this genre, and I'm happy to express it by singing, performing it. And don't forget to vote for me. Text Chris to 7650 400.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometimes, I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us, yeah. Oh, just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, yeah. The crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes the morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us, yeah.
Another round of applause, folks. Christopher Sam. Nicely done, Chris. Before we head over to the panel, how have you been finding the jazz genre?
I'm not gonna lie, jazz genre has been really tough for me. Workshop has been challenging for me, very challenging. Even had some sleepless nights during the week. I'm not gonna lie, but I think I gave it up. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. We're going to head over to our Fantastic Four now, find out the thoughts. We start with Coach.
Yes. All of you gave me sleepless nights, okay? So now you know how it feels. But I understand that it is a very foreign genre to you lot. But you know what? It was beautiful. What you did with it, it wasn't overcooked, it wasn't overdone, it was nice. But at the same time, I was very hungry for more. I wanted more. That's just me, and I know, because you know why? Because I know the potential that you have to grasp at every genre and put your own spin to it. I just feel that it needed a lot more than what you gave us tonight. But other than that, it was actually, let's be honest, it was an average performance, but we don't go for average, do we? No, not at this stage of the competition. Thank you very much. All right, lift up your game, Chris. Lift your game.
Thank you, Coach. Digby, your thoughts?
You guys are all doing real well. I mean, you never heard jazz before, but you've done a good job. Okay? Thank you and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Digby. We'll jump over to Trish.
Christopher, I'll honestly have to agree with Lavina. Tonight was an okay performance, but you know, regardless, you've fought your way through to be here tonight. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for doing jazz tonight because you've tried all the genres and I've always been blown away. I've always looked forward to your performances, that's to be honest, because you've improved a lot. You've showed so many sides of you as a performer. And tonight doing jazz, I was just sitting here because that song is one of my favorite songs. Every time I grab my guitar, I love the chord progressions of that song. Everything about that song, I love it. And you did well tonight, regardless of those little bits and pieces that were mentioned. You're an amazing performer. Thank you.
Thank you, Trish. And finally, Nate.
Hey, Christopher. Jazz, nice challenge for you, and see that you took on the challenge, Nakamosem. Like Coach said, it was nice, but you could have done more. We know how good you are. You could have done more. Don't be afraid, Lo. Ask him, Coach, can I change this part? Can you help me put something in there and stuff like that? You know, it's all up to you too. So you work with them, kind of some inside coaching on them, and then you'll do a magic performance up there. But overall, it was nice and perfect. But we know you could do much better. So job well done to you. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Now, folks, if you'd like to see Christopher through to the next round, simply type Chris, CHRIS, and send through to 76500000. You can also jump onto our Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Christopher, well done to you, buddy. I'll let you join your friends backstage. Folks, another round of applause, please. Up next, singing an Aerosmith blues rock, Dream On, turned jazz by Postmodern Jukebox. Please make welcome to the stage, Helen Moola.
Hello guys, my name is Helen Moola. The theme for this week is jazz. The first day when we started rehearsing the jazz song, it was all over the place, and then it's a one song, but inside the song, like there's a lot of chords, and then like it made me so pressured. I went home asking my brothers if I can sing the song on the show day, and they were like telling me like, you're just gonna sing, you can make it. That's what they were saying to me, telling me. And then like I came, rehearsed again on the second day, and like it was all over the place, and I was like really pressured, calling my mom, telling her, the theme for this week is really hard, and like I only know that genre jazz, but I don't know which song to sing. So like it was quite difficult for me. So I went through a lot, rehearsing and all this stuff. So it's a hard genre for me. But I want to thank Coach so much. She inspired me a lot. She helped me a lot. But I want to thank her so much. So guys, text Alan on 76500000. Thank you.
Every
comes to where it goes. I know it's everybody's scene. You got to lose to know how to wait. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. Dream on, dream on, dream Sing for me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears, sing for me, just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Alan Moola. Nicely done, Alan. Alan, would you mind sharing with us your experience with the jazz genre?
When we first started with this, when we first started rehearsal with this jazz song, oh Lord, nothing. There was nothing, and then I went home. Well, I was really pressured, telling my cousins, "Hey, should I sing this song properly or no for next week?" And then I want to thank Coach so much. Thank you so much, and to the MD, Uncle Mike's. Thank you so much. It's one song with a lot of chords, and thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Alan. Over to our fantastic four on the panel. Start off with Digby. Your thoughts on the performance?
Alan, you're getting better and better and better. Seriously. And to the band, job well done. I love your harmonies. Thank you, Mikes. Yeah, Alan, you're too good. Like they say, you're too good, you are. Yeah, I like your performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Digby. Trish, your thoughts?
This is by far the best performance of the night. Honestly. And you know when you were saying there are a lot of hard notes to hit, but I felt like you tackled them one by one effortlessly. You looked like you were prepared to deliver the song. Well done.
Thank you, Trish. Nate.
Hey, Alan. I know pushed you a little bit last week, and I could see you trying to risk it all up there now, now. No can put about. You know, you're in a competition and you have to grow with everybody else. Cannot be the same, Alan, every day. And tonight you proved that you belong here and you're willing to take what it takes. So when something about coaching you play. Job well done to you. I really enjoyed it. I'm honestly blown away. I mean, that's how you sang that song, and Coach, job well done to you and the boys for bringing Alan this far, and you keep pushing, keep pushing. Yeah, thank you. Job.
Thank you, Nate. And finally, Coach.
Yeah, workshop has been a trip for you. Oh my goodness, man, seriously. There were so many challenges that I threw at you, right? And how do you feel after that performance, after everything, every day that I've been pushing you to reach all those notes? How do you feel right now?
I feel relieved because I've never given like all of it with my falsetto.
Yeah.
And then thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So that part of your vocal range and register, PNG has never heard before. And also, you've never heard before. So now you know how big your range is, right? See, that's the thing. When we get in the way of greatness, we will never know until you try. And you tried it, and you did it, you executed it so well tonight. I'm so proud of you. You look classy as well. You look the part. You are top tier tonight for me. You topped all of your performances in the past, okay? Now is where it begins. Well done, Alan.
Thank you, judges. Folks, if you'd like to see Alan through to the next round, simply type Alan, A-L-L-A-N, and send through to 765-00000. You can also jump onto our Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Alan, once again, well done to you, buddy. right, folks, we're going to take a time out right here, but stay with us as we have more of MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12, the top 7 coming up next. Good night, PNG. Welcome back. You're watching MTV's Vocal Fusion. A quick mention of our cash prizes for Season 12. Ladies and gentlemen, the third runner-up gets to win 10,000 kina. The second runner-up gets to win also 10,000 kina. The first runner-up gets to pocket 20,000 kina. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand final winner walks away with 50,000 kina. Now, moving things right along, up next is Michael Mickey's, the man from Madang. And he has chosen to sing a jazz rendition of Gnarl Barley's 2006 classic single release, simply titled Crazy.
Hi, I'm Michael Mikis. This week's genre is jazz. So jazz is, for me, jazz is not quite, but it's pretty complicated for me because I've been struggling with cough and throughout the week. So during my practice session, it was pretty difficult for me. So, but I hope that I will make it. I believe in myself that I will make it. Yeah. And hey, don't forget to vote for me. Please text Mike, M-I-K-E, to 76500000.
Oh, I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. I hope that you are having the time of your life. Just think twice. That's my only advice. Who do you think you are? Bless your soul. Do you really think that you're in control? No. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. Does that make me crazy? No. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man from Madang, Michael Mickey's. Nicely done, Michael. Michael, before we do head over to the panel, your thoughts on the jazz genre, how have you been finding it?
Like the last times, we've been talking some, the other genres were tough, but actually this one is pretty tough for me. Like I've been struggling with cough, so it's been pretty tough. I tried throughout the week, even through the tech runs I've been trying, but I'm so glad that I did it. Yeah, today. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Michael. All right, we're going to head over to the panel, see if they're crazy about your performance. All right, we start off with Trish. Your thoughts?
Michael, I really, really admire your humility and your simplicity. You know, out of that package comes so much, a lot of beautiful things that come out of your voice. You know, you're very, very quiet, but as soon as you open your mouth, it's just, yeah, you take us from the beginning to the end. You know how to handle the song. Tonight, I just loved your spin on it. I loved how you had to deal with all those belts in that song. Effortless. Well done tonight.
Thank you, Trish. We'll move over to Nate. Your thoughts?
Hey, Michael, man, I was just thinking, sorry. Your performance tonight was, she said, we had the best one on the last performer, but I reckon this one is the best one. Yes. I reckon this one is the best one yet. Yeah, man. You got on the man. You just come up there and it's just so innocently, but you sit down and then you just killing me, and you go, you know, can something or something. and I'm proud that you in this. So you representing Malayan family and you stuff. And you're so strong, you're consistent, lot of performance, and you're doing well and taking on the challenge. I know Lily Golikaps come along the way, but that didn't stop you from killing your performance tonight. And I have nothing else to say but job well done to you, brother. Job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Nate. Over to you, Coach.
Now, this is what jazz is all about. You embodied the whole genre all in one. You know, the mechanics of jazz is very intricate when it comes to the timing, the rhythm, the highs and the peaks and valleys of your tone. And you just took us all over the place. And that's what jazz is all about. It's a big mess of love. That's what jazz is, when you just visualize everything. And look, I've thrown a lot of challenges at you specifically for this genre this week, and I threw a lot of, references for you to go over. And I could tell that you put in the work. You did your homework, you studied them to a T, man. And now you just give us this. You're a machine. Well done. Very proud of you.
Thank you, Coach. And finally, Digby.
Mike's action speaks louder than words. You delivered. And I didn't want to watch you, I wanted to listen to you, so I had to close my eyes and listen to every note that you put out. It was flawless. Thank you, Michael. Keep up the good work.
Wow. Thank you, judges. Now, folks, if you'd like to see Michael through to the next round, simply type Mike, M-I-K-E, and send through to 765-00000. You can also jump onto our Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote.
Does that make me crazy?
Michael, once again, well done, buddy. All right, folks, we're going to take another short breather right here. Stay with us as after the break, our final two contestants take to the stage. You're watching EMTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12, The Top 7. Good night, PNG. Welcome back. You're watching MTV's Vocal Fusion. We'd like to acknowledge Pepsi PNG, our host venue sponsor for Season 12. Hi, folks. We are down to our final two contestants this evening. Next, singing Nina Simone's rendition of a well-renowned jazz classic written for the musical, The Roar of the Grease Paint, The Smell of the Crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to the stage, Raga Kora with Feeling Good.
Hi everyone, my name is Raga Kora, and this week's theme genre is jazz. Jazz is quite difficult, but it is my favorite because there's a lot of off chords, diminished chords in it, and the backups as well. There's a lot of different styles to it. You have to slow it down at some point, fast to make it fast at some point. But yeah, that's the whole thing about jazz. It's pretty amazing, creative. If you're someone that's creative, jazz is for you. And don't forget to vote for me. Simply text Raga, R-A-G-A, to 7650 0000, and also hop onto the Vocal Vision Facebook page and click on the link and select Raga Kora to submit and cast your votes. Thank you.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling
Ladies and gents, another round of applause, please. Raga Kora. Raga, before we head over to the panel, how have you been finding the jazz genre?
First of all, jazz is one of my favorite genres. One thing I love about jazz is the creativity in it, with the vocals and the band. We have a lot of diminished chords in it as well. And working with Coach on this song was the icing on the cake for me, so shout out to Coach.
Thank you, Raga. Over to the panel. Trish, you feeling good about the performance?
I feel so good. Honestly, I try not to be repetitive every week, but when it comes to your performances, your versatility is just unbelievable. You know, I want to agree with Digby when he said it's getting easier, but it's getting tougher. It's getting harder for me to put my scores down because everyone is so good, it's making it hard for me to give you the right, scores, but you all deserve the best, And I've been wanting to put a request, and I was thinking, guys, Raga plays guitar so well. The first time I watched you play during the auditions, I loved the classical notes that you were giving through your six strings, and I want to ask you, Coach, if it's okay for you to play your guitar in the next round. I'm pretty sure you're going to make it through because you've got a lot of force behind you voting for you. So she's saying yes. So I'm looking forward to next week with you strumming your guitar. Guys, he's very talented. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Trish. Nate.
Hey, Raga. I actually said I saw the last performance was the best so far tonight, and now I'm doubting myself. Did I make the right? Did I pick it right or no? Because your performance tonight was just, whoa, it was so effortless. And the props and the start, you took us on a journey, nice with the strings only, and man, it was like a movie, seeing you up there, and then you build it up. A lot of chord changes there, and you just took us on a journey. And like you said, that's why you felt so. You look so comfortable up there because you love jazz, and man, I could really tell that you. MBU ya, na kaya MBU so you just manchim to solo kind of something. But man, you're a great performer, and you always want to try new things, and you always do your best every time up on stage. So props to you for that. You're doing great. Job well done to you. I enjoyed that performance tonight, and yeah, thank you too much.
Thank you, Nate. Coach.
Yeah, again, you topped your last performance, and that's exactly what we need to do as artists, right? And even being part of a competition like this, you always want to top your last performance. You always look back at your last performance, take notes, and then we move forward, right? So this is another thing with you. Versatility, again, it's what the show is all about, right? Last week, you gave them a massive performance, and then today, you were in your element. Like you said, you love jazz, and we could tell we were with you right from the beginning all the way to the end. This was, you schooled it, okay? This was a masterclass performance. Well done. I'm very proud of you. Well done.
Thank you, Coach. And finally, Digby.
Raga. Adlo Tok Tok. You know, I know this song. I know it off by heart.
Yes.
And there's nothing that you didn't do. You nailed it. You know? Only thing wrong with this song was there's no muted trumpet. I wanted a muted trumpet. I could hear a muted trumpet in there. And then that'll be game over. You know? But you it's a flawless. No effort. You just relax. Like Nate said, kagaya belayu ya. Thank you. Job well done.
Thank you, judges. Folks, if you'd like to see Raga through to the next round, simply type Raga, R-A-G-A, and send through to 765-00000. You can also jump onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Raga, well done, buddy. I'm going to let you join your fans backstage. Folks, another round of applause, please. Ladies and gents, our final performer for the evening, she has chosen to sing a Anne Lennox jazz rendition of a 1956 classic, singing I Put a Spell on You. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Helen Henny.
Hi, I'm Helen Henny. This week's genre is jazz. To be honest, it's challenging for me, but I'm willing to take the challenge and to push myself to do better. To vote for me, text Helen on the number 7650-0000.
I put a spell on you because you're mine. You better stop the things you do. I tell you, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I can't stand it. You're running around. You know better than it. I can't stand it 'cause you put me down. Put a spell on you because
Ladies and gents, please give it up one more time for Helen Henny. Nicely done, Helen. Before we cross over to the panel, how have you been finding the jazz genre?
For me, jazz is a challenge, but like I said, I want to be able to walk out of my comfort zone, try new things, challenge myself, and mostly thankful for Coach because she put in the tireless effort to push me to be where I am today. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and to Coach.
Thank you, Helen. All right, Helen, let's head over to the panel. Let's see if your spell worked on the judges. Let's start off with Nate's.
Oh, hey, Helen. Man, tonight, all of you guys up there with the jazz team was so, to be honest, at the start, I went through my notes and saw that tonight's team was jazz. I was really, because of the short period of time, you guys have to get ready for tonight's show. But man, all of you just proved me wrong, even yourself too, tonight. Hey, Ellen, that was nice. That was awesome. That was, yes, it's a little bit rough part at the back there, but like for me, I keep telling the last performance on the last week's show that I'm here. If you show me that you're risky, you can put the risk and do your work up there. For me, it's an effort, you know. And it shows that you mean business. When something Coach Kim you can make him. You know, like you said, it's something new that you're trying. And after the show, after everything is finished, you'll see yourself different. Vocally, and you as an artist, now you talk, hey, things before I used to sing like this, now I could sing like this, now I know I could go up this range and stuff like this. And that's the beauty about being in the show and see you guys after. So for me tonight was job well done to you. You looked the part, you looked fabulous up there, and you performed really nice. From your start to finish was awesome for me. Don't worry about the shaky parts at the back. For me, scratch that. You were awesome. Job well done.
Thank you, Nate. Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, in the beginning, I love the intensity. You look fierce. You look like you were there to kill it. Yeah, you look very gorgeous tonight, and you look the part. Yeah, you look like a jazz goddess. One thing that viewers don't understand is how much work it takes to master a genre as intense and intricate as jazz. Yeah, you guys are newborns to this genre. And it took us 5 days to get it to this. So that's a miracle in itself. So what you did tonight was incredible, you know? And it really did, you did come out of your comfort zone to try and, get to these big notes and all. But I love the performance element of what you gave tonight. You know, besides all the sharp and the flat parts that, we all heard it. I'm gonna be honest, that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, right? We move forward. That's how it works for us in workshop, right? So I just want to let the viewers know these contestants have been working day and night to give you this beautiful performances that what you did tonight, Helen, and I'm very, very proud of you. Well done.
Thank you, Coach. Over to you, Digby.
Helen, some of us, we've sung for years and years, and you're new and you did so well. You did so well. And just 5 days, it's incredible, Your coach needs a pay rise. Big pay. Because she's done a beautiful job. I can see the fruits of her work.
Wow.
Yeah. And jazz is not easy, but you guys did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Digby. And last but not the least, Trish.
Oh my goodness. I am witnessing a star in the making, and an amazing performer, an amazing artist in the making. I got a little bit emotional because of, how far you've come. I always admire and talk about your growth as a person, as a young performer. And given that you put that effort into doing jazz tonight, that was effortless. That was so beautiful that, I actually had to reach for my tissue just to stop me from crying because, You're amazing. Thank you. I might cry.
Thank you, judges. Folks, if you'd like to see Helen through to the next round, simply type Helen, Helen, and send through to 765-00000. You can also jump onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Ladies and gentlemen, voting lines are now open, so get those votes in. All right, folks, we're gonna take a short break here. When we return, we reveal our top 7. Stay watching. Good night, PNG. Welcome back. You're watching MTV's Vocal Fusion, Season 12, The Top 7. Now, folks, we've watched them all perform tonight. But, unfortunately, we will have to bid farewell to one of our showstoppers. Before we do get to that part of the evening, we have a little award to present. It is the Most Improved Performer Award, proudly sponsored by Trends Hair and Beauty International. Now, before I make the announcement on who will be taking home the award, we're going to head over to our judges panel, where Lavina, our coach, will share with us as to why this person deserves the Most Improved Performer Award of the week.
Tonight's show, it's left us judges speechless, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we had some critiques and whatever, but we're just doing a little debrief over here, and we just can't believe, we were all blown away, okay? So Most Improved goes to all of you, to be honest, okay? Because you really did step up tonight. You really did. So thank you so much from your coach to you, yeah? But I'm going to go off of workshop. I'm going to go off of the hard work that I see you guys coming in from Monday to Friday, and just really knuckling down on this particular genre. This person has shown so much consistency throughout the weeks, but tonight was an absolute exceptional performance from this person, and I think it was evident with everybody here. We saw it. So congratulations for this award. Well done.
Thank you, Coach. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call upon a representative from Trends Hair and Beauty International to the stage to present the award. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our Most Improved Performer of the Week award goes to... Ladies and gentlemen, it's the man from Medang, Michael Mickeys. All right, folks, now to the very least favorite part of the show, having to say farewell to one of these amazing talents standing up here on stage with me. All votes have been tallied. Results from the SMS as well as the online platforms added with the judges' scores will determine who gets to stay on for another week. Unfortunately, the contestant with the lowest percentage of votes will be leaving the competition tonight. Now, the contestants' names that I read out in no particular order, I ask that you move to my left. Ladies and gentlemen, making the top 7 tonight, a big congratulations to Michael Mickeys. Folks, the next contestant making the top 7, please give it up for Anthony Hoffa. Joining our two friends next week on the show, a big congratulations to Judith White. 3 spots down with 4 more left to secure. Joining our 3 champions on my left. Folks, please put your hands together for Helen Henny. Also staying on for another week, Ladies and gentlemen, Raga Kora. The next contestant through to the next round. Please give a big round of applause for Posa Malara Jr. Folks, we have two contestants still standing with only one spot left to secure. I'd like to ask both contestants to join me center stage. Ladies and gentlemen, completing the top 7, our final contestant to make the top 7 is ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Sam. Folks, there you have it, our top 7. A big congratulations to our top 7. And also a very big congratulations to Alan for making it this far in the competition. All right, folks, we're going to head back to our judges panel for a final remark, which will be coming from Digby.
Okay, everybody. Tonight was not like any other night. This was a special night tonight. You know, you all said it was hard, but you did your homework. And you did it well. There are one or few notes that didn't sit, but we look at the big picture. But you all passed with flying colors. But remember, attitude is king. Okay? Never think you're better than the other person. Because you can learn from anything. You can learn from a pig, you can learn from a dog, you can learn from an old woman, you can learn from anything. Education does not stop. You will always learn. So have the right attitude and you'll be one of those singers that we will look back in the years to come and we wouldn't realize that you came this far. Okay, there's a saying in the Bible, it says, if you want to be great in God's kingdom, you have to be the servant of all. So have a good attitude and you will see places. Thank you.
Thank you, Digby. Now, Alan, we're all sad to see you go. But before you go, we'd like to ask you to share a few words with us before you leave.
Firstly, I wanted to say thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you so much. And to the EMTV, thank you so much. It's a privilege being here again for the second time. And to all the band members, Uncle Mike's. And last, Coach, thank you so much for everything. Yeah, I think. And to all my families that supported me from. Thank you. Yeah, I think.
Thank you, Alan. Once again, congratulations on making it this far in the competition. Folks, please give one last big round of applause as Alan leaves the stage. All right, folks, voting lines are now open, so get those votes in. And remember, voting lines close on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Recapping our top 7 this evening, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Anthony Hoffa. To vote for Anthony, type Tony, Tony, and send through to 76500000. You can also jump onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page now and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Give it up for Judith White. To see Judith through to the next round, simply type Judy, Judy, and send through to 76500000. You can also hop onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page, click on the voting link to cast your vote. Please put your hands together for Posa Malara Jr. To vote for Posa, simply type Posa, P-O-S-A, and send through to 7650-0000. You can jump onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Give it up for Christopher Sam. To see Christopher through to the next round, simply type Chris, C-H-R-I-S, and send through to 7650-0000. You can also jump onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page, click on that voting link to cast your vote. Please give it up for the man from Medang, Michael Mickeys. To vote for Michael, simply type Mike, M-I-K-E, and send through to 7650-0000, or you can hop onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote.
Does that make me crazy?
Please give it up for Raga Kora. To vote for Raga, simply type Raga, R-A-G-A, and send through to 7650-0000. You can also hop onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on that voting link to cast your vote. And last but not the least, please give it up for Helen Henny. To see Helen through to the next round, simply type Helen, H-E-L-E-N, and send through to 7650-0000. Or you can jump onto the Vocal Fusion Facebook page and click on the voting link to cast your vote. Once again, voting lines are now open. You have the number to text in your short code and also the Facebook link to cast your votes. Remember, voting lines close on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for our main stars of the show, the top 7. Right, before we go, a word of thanks once again to our sponsors. Ladies and gents, a big thank you to Pepsi P&G, our host venue sponsor for Season 12, Panamax, Telecom, Daytech, and ITI. Also to our production partners, Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residences, and Trends Beauty International. And of course, not to mention our panel of judges. From my right, Trish Miria. Next, Nakikus, Lamina Williams, and Big B Holion. All right, folks, it's a wrap until next week where we get to do it all again. Until then, from all of us here at MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12 production set, it's good night, Papua New Guinea. MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12 was proudly brought to you by Panamax, Pepsi P&G, Telecom, Daytech, ITI, Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residences, and Trends Beauty International.